Hey guys, how are you? So, another company has decided to get woke and they're already getting some backlash and a little bit of trolling. And we're going to talk about that in just a second. First, as I'm preparing for this video and rereading everything, I was reminded of something. So, I used to work on a conservative sketch comedy show. We've been on a long hiatus since the pandemic, but about a year and a half ago, we had a sketch that was called the racist threat alert system, and we went all the way from a level green to a level red. And a level green would be someone who maybe had an American flag in their yard, so they would be a low level threat. That would be a level green. And then it went all the way to a level red, which would be someone who openly supports the president, and that person is a supremacist, a Nazi, an evil, flaming level red threat. And that was a joke. We are now living in parody. So Yelp just released this, so we're going to talk about it. They said, today we're announcing a new consumer alert to stand against racism. In the past few months, we have seen that there is a clear need to warn consumers about businesses associated with this egregious, racially charged actions to help people make more informed spending decisions. Communities have always turned to Yelp in reaction to current events, and our user operations team already places alerts on business pages when we noticed an unusual uptick in reviews that are based on what someone may have seen in the news rather than on a first-hand experience. Now, when a business gains attention for reports of racist conduct, Yelp will place the new business accused of this behavior alert on their Yelp page to inform users, along with a link to a news article where they can learn more. Why is this a problem? Well, for two reasons. One, when you go into business, you are there to make money. It is a saying, the only color that matters to a business person is green. I used to be a server. I waited on all types of people from all walks of life. If anyone works in the service industry, you know this. I've waited on people who are outright nasty and rude to me, and I put a smile on my face and I still gave them excellent service, and I did what I needed to do because I was there to make money. I needed to put food on my table. I needed to pay my bills. I needed to make money. So a business is there to make money. Also, we are living in this era where you don't need any evidence to call someone an ism and to have mass amounts of articles written about them, assassinating their character and accusing them of these things. You don't need evidence. We even saw a political ad that had Kyle Rittenhouse in it that was released by the Biden administration, basically insinuating that he was a supremacist of a certain kind, and they have zero evidence of this. And that was by a presidential candidate. During the presidential debates, they even brought him up. There is zero evidence that this kid is what they're accusing him of. So that's why this is a problem. Let's look at Nick Sandman. He was that 17-year-old in the MAGA hat in DC. There was a video clip that was released. It looked like he was mocking a Native American. That's actually not what happened at all. He was the one who was being intimidated. And later the truth came out. But look what happened in his case. There were articles by CNN, your trusted news source, the Wall Street Journal. It was everywhere. He had to go out and get a lawyer. He filed suits and he got big settlements by a lot of these publications. So a news article in this day and age means nothing anymore, which is really sad. Look at the previous presidential debates. We're accusing Pence of mansplaining, and this was our example of misogyny, cried a bunch of people. There were articles written about this. He was a perfect gentleman. So this is why stuff like this is dangerous, and it leads down a very dangerous path. And we've even seen a few instances where during these riots, businesses that will try to protect their buildings from being looted or that don't comply with the demands of the anarchists that are trying to extort them, they will have their people out go on Yelp and try to leave nasty reviews or dox them and try to ruin their livelihood. This happens. These are the modern day witch trials, where back in the Salem witch trials, you didn't need actual evidence to accuse a woman of being a witch and having her basically burned at the stakes. That is exactly what's happening now. This alert that they have, in my opinion, is the brand new scarlet letter. But let's read a little bit more about what this is. I have a tweet. So this is the actual alert. Let me put this up. So this is the actual alert that will come out, and it says, that's what it looks like. And again, this looks straight eerily like the joke that we made a year and a half back. I don't have that footage right now. Otherwise, I would actually show a clip of that. So it says, business accused of behavior. Recently, someone associated with this business was accused of this behavior, resulting in an influx of people posting their views to this page. This ism is reprehensible and has no place on Yelp, and we unequivocally reject this ism in any form. Read about the reports of this behavior here. So I'm guessing that's going to link to these. Newspaper articles. While we understand the desire to warn others about this behavior associated with the business, all reviews on Yelp must reflect actual first-hand consumer experience. We have temporarily disabled the ability to post here as we work to investigate the content. So, but this is the problem too, because the minute you put this on a business, there it is. That's it. And why can't we just leave this to the regular reviews? Why do we need to put this extra thing in there? So somebody did ask this question. So, I don't even know how to pronounce that. If you can, please let me know. But this person says, couldn't consumers who were concerned about this just read reviews and draw their own conclusions? I'm concerned about declaring a business this from on high. Isn't a consumer and community consensus a better way to go about this? What if a Yelp employee has a bias or a grudge? We've seen this with Facebook. We've seen this with how many, Twitter, everything. You have people that are biased against a certain set of ideas and will label it hate speech without actually without it actually being hate speech, or you know what I'm saying. Hi there, says Yelp. Reviews on Yelp should only be based on first-hand experiences versus what someone may have seen in the news, social media. Our top priority is the trust and safety of our users, so we will be linking to a news article where they can learn more about the incident. Wow. So I also saw someone else say, so do we report Yelp? Because this seems pretty if you ask me. But yeah, so let me know what your thoughts about this. I think this is going to just be very ugly for Yelp. This is going to open the door to a lot of lawsuits. We already have so many small businesses that are suffering, and this is just one more thing. And you know what else? This is the United States of America, and I don't condone anything at all, but a business has the right to refuse service to anyone. They do. And my fear is that what if you refuse service to someone for a reason that has nothing to do with race, but they want to get back at you, so they cry this, it happens all the time. Like I said, it's like the modern day witch trials. So what do you think? How do you think this is going to end for Yelp? Do you think this is a good idea, or do you think this is yet another company that will be a casualty in the woke politics? Thank you for watching. Bye.